how do we try to quantify the cyber defense mechanisms that artificial intelligence brings to life? We've seen AI-driven malware where it can adapt on the fly, almost like a polymorphic type of attack. We've seen adversarial AI where it actually will try to fool systems, which is pretty clever, and powered deception in a way that it can create super realistic fake videos, voices, and images that can exploit any type of cybercrime for misinformation. A lot of these deep fakes that are out there can generate realistic sounding CEO voices. And because of that, we're seeing people fall for it, a new type of phishing attack, more convincing than ever. And so it's harder to detect, and we as security practitioners really need to make sure that we bring our A game to adapt on the fly and make sure that if the bad guys are weaponizing artificial intelligence, how can we stay ahead to ensure that we are stronger and better than them? And it really comes down to what are we doing to make that happen? So everybody is at some point heard about what AI is doing to business today. And throughout history, we've seen big bubbles like this happen. I know in my career, that's something that we've seen a number of different times. The dot-com bubble, cybersecurity bubble, and now the AI bubble. And with the right tool in the right hands, it can always spark transformation. So every individual on every team in every industry has the opportunity to get out in front of this, and instead of fearing the tip of the spear, they can actually harness it in a way that's meaningful. And I think along with the leaders or support, we're seeing an exciting shift in our generation towards artificial intelligence, and harnessing that power and adopting it into our daily work can save us a ton of time. We've seen significant advantages to the Microsoft Copilot as well as ChatGPT in my neck of the woods or in my business. It can enrich employees' experiences. It reinvents the customer engagement. So if you're using CRM tools, it can help with that. Really, it reshapes the business as well. I know from a software engineering perspective, what used to take 8 hours for us to create in code, if we put the correct grammar into one of the prompts, that thing that used to take hours now can take minutes or even seconds in some cases to create the code. And so the bend of the curve on the innovation is here. And really, it's empowering us in every organization that we can harness this if we're not afraid of it. And I think now is the time to act on it. And in my career, maybe like many of you that are listening here, the idea is that we need to be on the bus and not getting run over by the bus. And so that means that we need to be smarter and faster and more adaptive to being able to adopt some of these defense mechanisms. We're able to put automation in threat detection to stop real-time attacks in massive amounts of data faster than humans can. We can look at zero-day exploits and be able to very quickly detect some of those anomalies in a way that's meaningful. To look at maybe some different, instead of hiring another person, maybe we can bring in one of these cybersecurity assistants and utilize artificial intelligence to eliminate repetitive tasks and allowing those people and the security teams to really focus on the more complex threats that are out there, like the adversarial artificial intelligence. And so those AI models become much more predictive, stopping the threats before they even happen, which is kind of cool. The data really shows that the real productivity gains that can be utilized with things like Microsoft Copilot or ChatGPT, they can drive innovation. We can help take a very broad lens and really micro focus on the impact in both creativity and innovation. And if you're looking at the results with any of these types of implementations for artificial intelligence, especially when we're dealing with cybersecurity, teams can complete tasks so much faster, and that's having a huge cascading effect on work and the workflows everywhere within our business.